Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once more to WITY Life Questions.
Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and check out what we have today.
What would you say
to someone
who says they need a lot of ketchup,
but never uses what they take?
What?
I would tell them to stop using so much fucking ketchup.
Oh.
I don't know, like that's not really a quirk of mine. I mean, I know that there could be people out in this world that have that kind of that have that kind of quirk where it just eats them away.
Let the rage flow through on this one. This is actually a pet peeve of mine.
You see these people, they walk into... Do fast food restaurants even have ketchup packets anymore?
I would probably tell that person to save some of that ketchup for the rest of the fucking people in the world, because you do not need Mount Everest of ketchup for a fucking small French fry. I'm sorry, you don't.
They walk into a Burger King, they sink their hand into the ketchup holder, and they come out with just a fist. Just like a softball-sized thing of ketchup.
I guess it would annoy me a little bit, especially if it was like the last of the ketchup. If this is what we're talking about, like, all right, here's the ketchup. We don't have much left, but you know, you got a few fries there. You know, you don't need a shit ton of ketchup, and then you just squirt the goddamn bottle out. That would piss me off.
It's fucking stupid, and you're a wasteful prick.
I'm the type of person that doesn't use a lot anyways. So when people like glob that like shit ton amount, like I'm just like, are you gonna eat that? Usually though they do, and I'm just like disgusted because it's like 20 pounds of ketchup on like 2 ounces of fry. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on with you in your life?
They sit down at the table with their burger and their small fries. They proceed to rip open every one of those fuckers and spill it all over their, you know, the paper on the tray.
And I realize it's a bit hypocritic coming from me, considering that I don't always eat all of my like hash browns or fries or whatever the potatoey side item might be.
I mean, it depends. It depends. I mean, you know, if you had other bottles of ketchup, you know, in your pantry or whatever, or in the fridge, then you know it's no big deal. I mean, you can use the other extra bottles.
Here's the thing. Ketchup is a fucking condiment, which means that you get to choose how much of that is going to be on your plate. When you go to a restaurant, they're just gonna slop french fries on your plate. It's like half your fucking plate. You want the food. The french fries are secondary to that.
They take their french fry and they go dip, and then they eat it like that, dip, they eat the whole fry.
Now, if you choose to put a mountain of fucking ketchup on your plate and then you proceed to not use that shit, you're a wasteful prick.
Because you know, I'm a ketchup fanatic. I love ketchup. I mean, I'm not one of them crazy people where it's like, oh yeah, I put ketchup on my ketchup.
They get through their small fries, there's a pound of ketchup left on the table, and then they throw it away.
I don't know what I'd say. I really guess I'd be like, you're a wasteful fuck.
You know, I like ketchup. Why don't you save some ketchup for the rest of the fucking world, you know? I want some of that shit too, and if you're gonna use it all on 4 fucking french fries, that's bullshit.
Like I said, if I did see somebody use too much ketchup, more than you know they originally should have had, I kind of would be a little bit salty.
Save some for the rest of the fucking world. There's probably starving children out there that would enjoy that ketchup packet.
You know how many children in Ethiopia are eating dirt without ketchup?
I doubt it's gonna get donated, but you never know. Maybe they'll get that ketchup packet and they'll, you know, quench something for them for at least a moment in time. They'll have slight, moderate peace.
Especially kids, like they do that all the time where they just like squirt a shit ton of shit on their plate and then like they use like a quarter of it, and I'm just like, oh.
And then the next time you go out, you're like, hey man, maybe not use so much ketchup. And then they're like, but I really like ketchup and I'm gonna use all of this. And then they proceed to do the same thing.
I probably wouldn't say anything. I'd just be pissed, like mildly pissed.
I feel like this question's more annoying to specific people. Like, if this was directed towards me, like what specifically I have pet peeves for, this isn't my pet peeve specifically, but I could see how it's someone's pet peeve, especially if you're like always wasting it. Like if you do it once in a while, it's no big deal, but like if they're always doing it.
You have the choice of how much condiment you use. You have the choice. Use the amount that is proper to you. Start with the small amount, then you work your way up as needed. That's how I do it. It works pretty good. You know, you can keep your packets on the side. Any packets you don't use, you can put back.
I don't know, they're kids, so you really can't do anything about them. But if they're adults, like, you give them a lecture and, I guess, smack them around a bit. And, I don't know, like, take away the ketchup? Get rid of ketchup privileges?
And this is every time. You know, maybe it's not ketchup packets. Maybe they got one of those little pumps and so they're for like 5 minutes just farting ketchup onto their tray.
Like, can you do that? Oh, you know what? I'm sure they have like little machines you can put on the ketchup and it gives you, like, you dial the amount. It's like, okay, I have 12 fries. Let's dial in 12. And then it just automatically squirts what the dialer thinks that you should have. Maybe you automate your ketchup bottle to how much food you have. And that'll, you know, unprovoke them to, you know, prematurely squirt. That turns sexual real quick.
You know, it's just that person's a dick.
Or if you're using a bottle, you can just grab the bottle, squirt, squirt, use. See, this is easy. It's very easy because then if I need more, I just go squirt, squirt, and look at that, I have more, and I'm set.
So if you see somebody in the world that do something like that, just if you want to call him a dick, call him a dick. But just but otherwise, just keep it in your head and just call him a dick in your head.
There'll be that one time out of, you know, the 50 times that you go out to eat, that one time that they use all of their ketchup, because I don't know, they had like a lot of ketchup-y things or something instead of just like their fries. And they're like, see, I use all of that ketchup. It's like, yeah, that one time. What about all of those other hundreds of thousands of tomatoes that you threw out? Because you fucking just like to waste ketchup, I guess. It's like a fetish for you. You get off on how much ketchup you throw out.
Fuck that person. And that is the end of my particular little rant here, and I'm sure there's going to be more in the future, but this one's a particular pet peeve of mine because it's a condiment. You choose the amount.
That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, I'm not really ketchup angry. I don't get ketchup angers. Apparently, like, everyone else does, so.
Fuck you.
Thank you for watching our video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And before we get into any other detail, I would just like to know, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, no. They know. Someone knows what I'm talking about. And, you know, I've already given my answer. Just clearly laid out what's going on there. But if you have any wasteful sons of bitches that just throw ketchup in the trash, why don't you let us know what you'd say to them?
I can just see David's mind right now. It's just on fire, just thinking about people that are overusing ketchup. It's just like, just going crazy in his mind.
But hey, I mean, you know, let's change the subject. If you have any other questions that you want to give to us, you know, that's not ketchup related, so that I don't have to sit here and have an aneurysm, that'd be great. Throw them down in the comment section so that we can just switch topics on the next video.
I have my Xannies right now. I can give you
No,
a Xanny.
that's fine. Just let's not talk about ketchup anymore.